Oh boy, is it. Look who my buddy is sitting next to me. It's Buzz Lightyear. Woo! What's up, Buzz? How are you doing? To infinity and beyond. Yay! Hey, everybody, it's Chris at Disney Baker, and welcome to the Pin Layer. Wow. Okay, last couple days, been busy. Been busy. Oh my gosh, have I been busy? Saw my friend Pete at the parks, Pete McDevitt and his two daughters, and hung around with a lot of good friends. Saw a lot of cool things, and we're just going to highlight a couple of those things in our Disney chat. Unfortunately, the Triple C's weren't in tonight, but they'll be back again next week at their regular time, 6 o'clock, and then we'll be at 7 o'clock. And next week, I am going to give you all a super surprise at the end of the stream tonight and tell you what's happening next week. And you will be able to be involved in this. This is a chat involvement, and you'll like it. And we'll see how that is going to go. And I have a big smile, so I'm super excited. So let's say hello to Chat Birdwell. What's going on? KDY, hello. Thanks for being there. AB, what's going on? Oh, Jeanette, Sebastian the Crab. I still have your pin sitting here. It's right here. It's right. Actually, we'll put it right there. And that's Jeanette's. That's hers. So when she comes into town, she can have it. Samuel Wilkerson, welcome in. Good to see you. Angela, hello, Angela. Ryan, what's going on, Ryan? Good to see you here, Ryan Rowe. And we're going to continue. And Monorail Molly, hello. I rode on a monorail this week. Yes, I like the monorail. Hello, Jason. What's going on? Good to see you. Mike Wazowski. I got an opportunity, everyone, to finally meet Mike Wazowski. I think I may have met him before, but didn't know. But you know what? We hooked up, 2 or 3 times this week. Mike was here, and me and Mike are going to get together and maybe do a stroll through the park one day together and hang out. Jonathan Chong, hello, welcome in. So let's talk about what I did. So now let me slow down. I have some peach Sprite. Went to my Wawa today and got some peach Sprite. So was able to hang out at the parks this weekend. It started Wednesday, and we went to Magic Kingdom, and we had a really nice time at Magic Kingdom. And then we went to the Food and Wine Festival at Epcot 2024. We did opening day rope drop at the Food and Wine. The only thing I'll suggest, if you want to do a rope drop to any of those Food and Wine, Flower and Garden, any of those, anything I would suggest is if you want to do opening day, you can do opening day, but understand that, especially Food and Wine, none of the food carts open until 11. And they let us in the park at 8:30. So we were already off the Skyliner in line at like 8:15. I think they even dropped the rope maybe a little earlier. So the only thing that was available for us, we had to go all the way to Creations to shop and to get of course, the merchandise for the Food and Wine, which was some pretty cool merchandise. And in Creations, they had one entry, so you could only come in one way. But they had 2 exits. You couldn't exit through the back where a test track is. You had to exit to the sides. The door was open, but they just asked you if you weren't outside. There was 2 cast members there, and it was roped off, and they would just ask you if you could please go in and exit through the sides, and which everybody would do. That was okay. A lot of merch. My gosh, there was a lot of merch. If you haven't seen any of the merch, yeah, oh my gosh, I could probably, could I pull it up? I could probably pull it up, but you know what? It's everything merch. It was the salt and pepper shaker trash cans. They had Spirit jerseys. They had this really cool. Did I take any pictures? I don't think I took many pictures of the merch. This really cool retro Figment with like late 60s, early 70s lettering on it, very hippie-ish looking. The Loungefly, my wife actually saw a Loungefly. She goes, "You know what? Out of all the Loungefly, I think I like that one." And I said, "Oh, so you would wear that?" She's like, "No, I just like it." It's, hey Pete, what's going on? Good to see you. And there he is. There he is. Pete McDevitt. And we've been spending a couple of days together out at the parks, having a really good time. And it was we dodged probably 2 or 3 storms, except for today. I didn't dodge it. We actually were at Epcot today, and I believe they were going over to Olga's Cafe. Yeah, Olga's. And I think, was that? No, that wasn't Olga's. I forget where they were going, but they were going somewhere, and we were gonna head out. And so we headed out, and we came home, and we got 2 rows from where we parked, and the skies just opened. And it is Florida, so I take it as it comes. And it's just water. And I always carry a towel. Oh my gosh, Mike, it was hot. Yes, it was. But again, it's hot, but knowing you're coming to Florida, just hydrate. Yeah, you have to hydrate. And don't think you can hydrate just that day. Start hydrating like the day before. Or even as soon as you wake up, start getting some water and some electrolytes in the system. Definitely go with some Gatorade. Something that has electrolytes. Definitely drink some water. And water is free at the parks. Anytime you go to a food service area or someone's picking up a mobile order, excuse me, you just go right up to the mobile order area, and they say, "How can we help you? What's your order number?" Say, "No, I'm just here for ice water." And they give you little 8-ounce cups of ice water. And it's good. And I drink a lot of ice water. But how's the weather in October? The weather's much cooler in October. Yes, it's much cooler. It's still Florida, but it's much cooler. We're in the 70s. We're in the 70s, and sometimes you get in the high 70s, but it's nice. That's a good question. Hello, Shelby J. Welcome in. And I'll tell you what, too much purple merch. No, there's no. Okay, so Molly, I have the button. It's not too much purple merch. There's enough orange merch around. It's Halloween. There was orange merch everywhere. So you can take your orange merch, and I'll take the purple merch. See, purple. This is what I wore today. Rainy October. Rainy Octobers, not so much. Not so much. I've got a small, what is that? Circle water bottle to bring with me to the parks and could refill with free ice water. Most definitely. Bring gosh, if you've ever been to the parks before and you've gotten the refillable mugs that they have at the resorts, you can bring them back to the parks. You can't refill them with sodas, but you can carry your free ice water around. My wife has a carabiner on her hip, and if her cup is empty, she just clips it to a carabiner. And usually hers, she drinks ice water throughout the day with me, unless she's going to get a margarita at Mexico, and then her margarita goes in that cup. And then as she's waiting in a queue line, she can drink that. But if I go in a queue line with a cup that's outside of Disney, like a McDonald's cup or like this Wawa cup, they will not let me go through the queue line because I'm going to spill it. So it has a lid and a straw, and it pops off. But anyway, yeah, bring the ones from home. The screw top ones with little pop tops. Yeah, bring that from home. Put a little carabiner on it. Put it on your hip. Put it on your backpack. They work great. And they had some of the new ones there for the Food and Wine Festival. So there were some new ones. So talking about merchandise, if we want to jump right into merchandise, I can show you one. I'll show you 3 things. So this is the first. We just got this today. This is it says Disney Parks, and I guess it's from the company Lug. It says Lug right there on the top. It says Lug. And of course, this is our Figment, our buddy Figment. And Figment is 100% embroidered. and he has his little ear sticking out here and his little face sticking out here, but this one's embroidered on. So this is really cute, and it says Epcot on the back, and I really like that. Now, here's the cool thing about this, okay? It does come with a strap. It comes with your strap, okay? So you can wear it crossbody. You can wear it around your neck. But here's the thing that I liked about it that caught my attention. Got to run. We caught a squirrel. All right. See you, Pete. Thanks for checking in. Good to see you. So, hey, Jay in Nashville, what's going on? It has these little belt loops here. So you can put your belt through this. And I did that earlier, and I had it. Oh, look at this. He looks the same. It was right on my right hip. I undid my belt, put it through the loops, put it back through there. It's really cool. It's got a low zipper right here. So the low zipper today carried my credit cards and my driver's license. And inside, and I'm going to show you guys because this is, let's see, can we go here? No, we can't go there. So it's got this little tiny see-through pouch. You see that right there? That's clear. You see that clear plastic? And then it has this little tiny see-through pouch, so you can divide something and put it there. And then you can put your driver's license and your credit cards or a small wallet in there. It's not big enough for a phone, that side. And then it zips shut. Okay. And then you have the second one, and there's a liner. Really nice liner. And it says Skeeter Mini is what this is called. This is from the company Lug, and it says Skeeter Mini. Now, it did rain today, and when we were going back, and I mean, you get your whole hand in there, you get those like a puppet show. Oh, hi, but it's upside down. You can fit your phone in there. You can definitely fit your phone in there, and it's pretty wide. This is from right here to right here. That's the thickness of the center zipper. All right, so that's the thickness of the center zipper. So that holds whatever you want to put your cell phone in there. And then it has the back zipper. And the back zipper, again, is not as thick. That's the thickness. But it can fit a whole bunch of stuff. Hey, what's going on there? Theo, welcome in. Thanks for being here. I love the Sunday show. Oh, thanks. And again, if anybody came in on my Sunday show, and I'm not complaining about my Sunday show, other than my Sunday show, YouTube is working on anybody that's streaming. There's a little right here in the corner when we have our screen. When we program our screens, we have to program them on the phone, on the camera and or phone that we're going to use them. But they want us to go vertical, okay? And they're doing their darndest because they want you to watch. They know what they're doing. They want you to watch vertical. Okay. That's what they want you to watch. They don't want you to watch like this. They want you to watch like this because it's easier. So if I'm streaming like this, you see everything that I'm streaming, and just that way. I like this way, but I think what they're looking at is possibly they're getting more views, people not home, maybe more people on their devices. And I think that's what they're doing. Vertical. Boo, vertical. Yes, boo. Everybody likes horizontal. Boo, vertical. Horizontal, yay. Boo, vertical. Horizontal, yay. Boo, vertical. Yes, correct. I'm with you, Molly. Yes. So going back to this bad boy. So this is your purple. This is your purple. Purple. They didn't have this in orange. No, just purple. Why? Because Figment's purple. And guess who else they had in purple? He's a mouse. Who can think of the other one that's purple? And he's got a ride. I'm not a fan of the vertical either. Remy. That's correct. Remy. The Disney Baker got it. Yes, correct. Remy. And there's one of Remy. But the one of Remy is identical to this. It looks really cool, but it's a lighter shade of purple. It is still purple. So yay for purple. And orange gets enough credit. because it's Halloween. So we go vertical. I like this. My wife and I are going to share this. Of course, I'll share it when I'm at the parks, and she'll take it from me when she's at the parks with me. Going back to bumping into my friend Pete, being part of the YouTube recognition series. Pete gave me my own pin, and I can put it down here and show you guys. It's really cool. Boom. We'll put it right there. And that's that. Can you guys, I guess you guys can see that I have it. That's really cool. And I'm going to shrink it down just a bit. Pete designed the backer card. It's really cool. If you take the pin off of it and you look at the backer card is really cool. I like that. It's Captain America Mickey. I love that. And then it shows all of the recognition series buttons that have been given out thus far. And we have another one coming up. So there you go. And he presented that to me and said thank you and appreciated all I did and continue to do for the community, and that we do it all as a team together and support each other. So that was very nice of him to give that to me, and that will definitely go up on one of my special pin boards. Yeah, that's pretty cool. And it's really cool because it's like it's like a thick plexiglass, and it's really neat. So I like that. So I'll put that back in. We'll put Sebastian back up there so you have something to look at, or you can just look at me. Sorry, Katie. So I'll put that back in here. And I think it was day 2. We were at Epcot, and we were in one of the shops right at the beginning. When you come into Epcot and you go around Spaceship Earth, and yes, it is Spaceship Earth. If no one knew that big thing that looks like a golf, I put mine on my Baker pin board. Oh yes, thank you. Let's highlight that Baker pin board. Yes, Molly has a Baker's pin board. Yes, she does, and she loves it. Thank you, Molly. Yay for Sebastian being back. All right. So when you go down, if you come out of Spaceship Earth and you're going to go down the middle, I call it, and you're getting ready to go, you can go to the right and go to Canada, or you can go left and go to Mexico. There are 2, I just call them shopping shops. One's on the right-hand side, one's on the left-hand side. Well, we went into the one on the right-hand side first, and we were just looking at stuff. We weren't looking for anything in particular, just shopping. And I came across this guy. I came across this. Now, this was the only one on the shelf that I was currently looking at. Now, I thought this was pretty cool. I like this. Okay. And I'm like, oh my gosh. And I looked at the price, and I forget, I think the price was $29.99. And I was like, oh, this is really cool. And then I looked at the back of it, and you plug it in, and it takes a USB-C, and they give you, this is a USB-C cable, and you plug the USB-C cable into the back. Now, of course, I don't read directions. Canada is the only right answer. Yes, if you're getting steak, Canada is the only right answer. But you have to give your mushrooms to Miss Vanessa Preston, and you give me your mashed potatoes. Welcome in, Preston. Producer Preston, glad to have you here. So I haven't had FOMO for a while, and if you all know me, or you know someone that has FOMO, fear of missing out, there was only one on that shelf. So I grabbed it. Now, as I grabbed it and I was holding it and walking around with it for a very short time, uh, I found 4 others on another shelf, literally 6 foot away from it, same height. But I still got this anyway. So, how did your game go, Preston? Yeah, and don't put ketchup on it, Preston. Please tell me you don't put ketchup on your steak. We had that discussion with your dad today. That's one way to ruin a steak is put ketchup on it. My wife does the same thing. I'll make this amazing steak. She'll put ketchup on it. Okay. Just, yeah. And yeah, you too, Katie. um, so then I plugged it in and I'm currently plugged into a consistent power source. That's what I found out. Like I plugged it in first to an accessory battery pack that I carry when I'm live streaming, USB USB-C to USB. That didn't work. So it has to be USB-C to USB-C. Like right now, it's plugged into my computer. And are you ready? You ready for this? Are you ready? 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 Watch. Whoa! Is that not cool? Wait, let me turn out the lights here. Hold on. La 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 la. I'll turn that light out. I'll turn this light out. Look at that. Is that not cool? And then you touch it again. Whoa, look at that. And you touch it again, and it changes. It's light green. So it's, and you touch it again, it goes off. So there's red, dark green, light green. And it looks better. It looks better in person. It looks really weird. But you can just sit it there. You just like sit it somewhere. Like I just sit it here. And it's touch activated. Is that not cool? How cool is that? I think it's so cool. I like the way that looks. Turn that light off. There you go. And that's the way it looks. Yeah, it's pretty cool. $29.99. $29.99. Now, what I was doing is I was here. Let me share. Let's see if I'll share a screen with you and share screen. I wanted to look while we were talking to see if we could find it here. Now, go ahead and let's just, yeah, Katie, thank you very much. All right, let's look here. No, we don't want to do that. All right, so it says costumes, clothing, and accessories, home decor, and tabletop. Well, I figured I'd click on that. So let's click on home decor and tabletop. Okay, and then I figured we just scroll together. We hope everybody's having a good day. If you just joined us for the first time, I am Chris the Disney Baker. Welcome in, and you are in the pin layer. All right, and here we go. Let's stroll. All right, so we have this light up pumpkin, which looks really cool. We have the Stitch. It's got popcorn in it with a Stitch mug. Okay. This one here this lights up, as you can see. They have the small light up ones, which are here. And then they have the large light up ones. The large light up ones are, I believe, $59.99. They have a light up Stitch. That's pretty cool. And again, we are on, they used to call it Shop Disney. Now they call it the Disney Store because they no longer have Disney stores. Okay. And then there's a throw. And then there's a pillow of the mayor. And I'm just going to scroll. There's a Hocus Pocus. And then you have the coffee mugs. They have a light up Zero, which is pretty cool. If the light up Zero is anything like the light up Olaf I have, it only stays lit for like a minute and then it goes off. It's like a night light for kids. It's pretty cool. Battery operated. Here is the, oh, look, save up to 30% off with $150. If you spend $150, you get 30% off. And the Stitch candy bowl is $50. But we're still gonna scroll and see what else we can find. See if we can find what I did. Oh, look at that. That's nice. You got Oogie Boogie. You got a gift card. Oh, the Pumpkin King. That's a pretty cool coffee mug. I like that. Stitch ornaments, Zero ornaments, the tumblers. We're scrolling. Nope. So it's oh no, there's 100 items. So let's see. Let's back up a little bit. All right. So there's some that. We're looking for this light up. Ooh, that's nice. The goblet. This light up candy apple. And it is not here. It doesn't look like a lot of stuff. Nope, it's not here. It says load more, but there's only 4 more items. But nope, that's not there. So if we back up and toy collectibles, I wouldn't consider that a toy. And then you just scroll real fast. They have a lot of neat stuff. If you like the Halloween stuff, the Halloween merch, there's some Halloween merch on here, Disneyland and Disney World. So you don't have to go to the parks. They have the new bag, which glows in the dark, and the little windows open up on the Loungefly bag to show you the characters inside. They do have the pajama bottoms. I saw those there. They had a really cool tie-dye shirt that I haven't seen. The Halloween pins. You guys know I'm a Halloween pin collector. I'm a pin collector. Oh, it was so hard not. I just didn't. I didn't bite it. Didn't bite the bullet. I did not buy. I just did not buy. So with that being said, I was like, nope, I'm not gonna. I didn't. I bought this. I bought the apple, and now I'm gonna turn this light back on, so you can see a little bit of moi. So now you need a bunch of them to play drums on. It changes colors. I love that, Jonathan. But I actually have a drum set. I am a drummer, so yeah, you could do that too. The Stitch has Angela's name written all over it. Yes, Angela loves Stitch. Stitch and Angel. That's right. Angel is Stitch's girlfriend's name. She ordered she ordered last night. Oh, that's it. So that's that guy. So we'll keep him there. And you know what we can do? If he goes off, then we can light him up with that. There we go. That looks nice. All right. So let's talk about a little bit about merch. Let me put this wire. Let's unplug him. And I'll move the wire back so that it's not in my way, impeding of anything. My wife bought herself a really nice Remy shirt, and I didn't bring that in, but she bought a really nice Remy shirt. And then I said to myself, I'm not going to buy any more t-shirts because my collection is way too big. But seeing that she bought a shirt, I figured I'd buy a shirt. So I bought this one, and it's called a ringer tee because it has a ring around the sleeves and a ring around the neck. And it says Epcot International Food and Wine Festival 2024. But I liked it for the charcuterie board. It's got a charcuterie board on the back. And it looks pretty cool. I love it. It's all cheeses, and it's got some grapes and some crackers and some strawberries and a wine bottle opener and a cheese cutter. And I like that. But the main reason I bought this, and if anybody knows, hey, Joe, welcome in. It says the poison apple light is out of stock. Thanks, Joe. I appreciate it. Appreciate that. Thank you. So this poison apple is currently out of stock. But the reason I buy this, and you know anything about what I do with white Disney shirts, what do I do with them? I tie-dye them. So this one's going to get tie-dyed, more than likely with an orange and yellow motif to match Food and Wine. So orange and yellow. The back it's a great design. So what I'll do is usually when I do something like this, I will literally just take this back design. I I will get it all together like this and get a rubber band right there. I'll get every little bit in there. Make sure nothing is sneaking out. I'll get the whole design in there, and then I'll rubber band it, and then I'll put a Ziploc bag, small sandwich Ziploc bag around that, and then I'll rubber band that. That way none of the dye gets in there. And then I'll lay this back out and make my design. And I'll make my design, and I will show everybody when I get that finished, and I'll make my design with it. But that's what I do with white Disney shirts. So thanks for everybody for coming in. Getting parched here, but I made some pin trades. But we can talk about pins in a minute. Let's go to fuel rods. Who knows what a fuel rod is? Everybody raise your hand. Who knows what a fuel rod is? Well, I have fuel banks, and I don't think I have one in here. I've got one the size of this. Okay. And I have two that are a little smaller. But one day I was at Magic Kingdom and I didn't have one. And I needed to charge my phone. So I went over to a fuel rod station and I bought a fuel rod. And these are fuel rods. And they are in the fuel rod machines throughout the parks. If you go into Tony's restaurant and turn right where they have PhotoPass, and you go into the embroidery shop right next to PhotoPass, there are two of the fuel rod stations there. The next closest one is in the Emporium, right between the Emporium and Casey's, where you can walk through Casey's to get to the Emporium, or walk through the Emporium to get to Casey's. And then there are other ones located throughout the parks. If you go on your My Disney Experience, they show you where they are in the parks. They also had them at their water parks. They have them in the airports. They currently now are having them in malls and shopping places. They only take credit cards, so it's credit only. And the cool thing about this, when it came out, is when you buy this, it comes in this little plastic cylinder with directions. And when they first came out, this end here was a USB, and let me see, do I have one here? I thought I had one here. 1 second. It was not a USB-C. Here it is. It was USB. It was one of these. So you would plug this into this. Okay. And same if you were going to charge it. Okay. So you would plug your USB into here, and then the other end into your phone or into your iPad or whatever you were charging. So now what you can do with your fuel rod, if you have an old fuel rod, I don't know what the time limitations are, but I know it's going to be a countdown. And Jonathan's absolutely correct. You can change them out if you have the old one from Disney, but they're ending the free charge out soon. Samantha was telling Jennifer this the other day. Yeah, soon. We don't know what soon is. I could probably research that and find it. If you want a better price, you can get a pack on Amazon for $40. They sometimes put them on sale for $34.99. That's really good to know. And anywhere they have a fuel rod, I just saw an ad where you can start your own fuel rod company business. You can go work for this company and they franchised it out. So you can get your own machines, you can get your own areas, you can service these yourself. And all you do is when this little battery source dies, and this is a lot heavier than the other ones. This holds a lot of power. I've done 2 cell phones with this. I've charged 2 cell phones with this. One was almost all the way out, and my Droid was almost really gone, and it brought him back up. But the cool thing is you just take it right up to the machine. Say if I used it all up. Hey, Gloria, welcome in. Say if I used it all up and I'm standing, I don't know, across the street from the Emporium. I go in the Emporium, I drop this in, and it shows you on the picture how to drop it in. You drop it in, and another one spits out. If you have an old one, you look down at the screen, push swap. It says drop it in. You drop it in. Once you drop it in, it's going to kick you out a new one. Okay. But it's still going to be a new old one. Look down at the screen and it asks you on the screen, would you like to exchange for a new one? You hit yes. You pick up the old one, drop it back in again. And down the bottom comes a brand new one in a new cylinder, new directions, and all new wiring. And let me talk about the wiring. The wiring is really is more different. Everything is USB-C. Right there. Boom. Droid, new Apple products. What's up, Doug? Welcome in. If you have an old Apple phone or an iPad that's got the Apple extension on it, and what's different is if you're using the USB-C to C and you plug it in, okay? Remember the old USB-A with the little slanted sides for the old phone? Hey, you got the old phone there and you got to plug it in. It's got the USB-C. So you take it to this USB-C, plug it in there, and then plug it in to your USB-C. Some of my headphones, my old wireless headphones, are still USB-C-A. I think that's what that is, USB-C-A. So they give you that adapter. And they also give you this adapter. Okay? So if you have the USB, where did I put it? I just had it. This is, if you have this and you want to plug this in here to charge, you put that on there. You take this and plug it in there. Like that. Okay? So that's that. Now that I've said all that, let me show you the cool part. There's the new feature. Tiki Man fan, what's going on? There is the new feature. LED lights. LED lights. What do the LED lights tell you? How much life is left in this battery. Your good banks always had lights on them. These fuel rods never had lights on them, but now they do. All right, so it tells you how much is left. Just push that little button, that little white button, and it'll light up. So that's just an update on this. I suggest these. I think these are great. If you're strolling through the parks, I think this is definitely a good investment to have. You do not have to take this out. You do not, I'll repeat, you do not have to take this out when you go through security. You do not. Put that down the bottom there. Push it down in there. That goes down. You go through security. You do not have to take this out of your pocket. Leave it in your pocket and just scroll on through. I want candy. Dun, 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 dun. And by the way, Cynthia, your hair color is very pretty. Hello, Candy Mom. Welcome in. So there you go. That's the update on the fuel rods. When we talk next Sunday, I will definitely let you know when the ending date is for the vending machines. And I'll give you a little bit more information. If you wanted to start your own fuel rod business, you can actually go and work for them. All right. So let's go into what I did on the side. You all know when I go to the parks, I said I was going to do, let's reverse. I was going to go to the parks live. I was frustrated that I wasn't horizontal, that I was vertical on my stream. That frustrated me. My gimbal doesn't like to play that way. My gimbal likes to go this way. And when it's this way, it's just, there's just too much motion. And I got frustrated. So I cut my stream short. But one thing that I did tell you I was going to do was I was going to taste a couple of things. Now I want to get. Oh, and just for bragging rights, and I'll say it before he does. Um, Pete and I rode. Um, what did we ride together? Um, Woody's Midway Games, and I beat Pete first game, and then they let us ride again. They said, "Would you like to go again?" And we said, "Yeah." And he beat me the second game. But just to say, I had the highest points out of everybody that went through that time when I won, and he didn't. So we're tied. We're 1-1. So we'll have to go again and see. And then this is a picture of Pete and I with our specs on. That was a fun time. Oh, let's see. Let me see. All right, here we go. Epcot. I told you all I was going to taste this, and I did. I will tell you if I will go again probably next week sometimes. And this was the tiramisu funnel cake, and it is everything that the picture. The picture doesn't do it justice. The picture down low does it justice because that was mine, and that's my thumb. And let me tell you, it's on a funnel cake that's made fresh, and they put this tiramisu on there, and that is a coffee mixture powder that's on the top of that with mascarpone on top, and it was just phenomenal. I would suggest everyone. It was for a $12 dessert at a high dollar restaurant. I would definitely pay that. I would get another one of these. It was $12. Normally, I don't pay that much. I'm a baker. I make desserts. Normally, I don't pay much for desserts. It was fantastic. Never had tiramisu. What? Okay. Just look up a picture of the tiramisu. Now, we went to Mama La Rosa's yesterday, and we had lunch. I called it dinner. It was lunch and dinner. So we had lunch at Mama La Rosa's yesterday, and I got fettuccine alfredo with shrimp, and I opted. I wasn't going to get dessert, and then Pete offered a dessert to me. Um, and he said, "Would anybody like a dessert?" And I said, "Sure." He goes, "What do you want?" I said, "What are the options?" And the first thing they said was tiramisu, and I went, "Yes, yes, please." And it was amazing. And I ate every drop of it. My wife had one bite and didn't like it because she doesn't like coffee, and I just went, "Yes, right." Hello, Jennifer. I didn't see you jump in there. Hello, hey, Mark Langenkamp, welcome in. Hello, Jennifer. I liked your stream last night. Nice job. I like that, and I saw that you were on Prism, and I'm glad that was working for you. But we're going to still keep working that YouTube thing and trying to get that worked out. But anything. But Jennifer, did you happen to try that? Because that funnel cake tiramisu funnel cake and it was at the Americas, and it was fantastic. So yum, yum, and yum. Uh, okay, so and that's pretty much. I was gonna eat more and taste more. I just got frustrated with the stream. I didn't like the way it was going, and I said, you know what? I gotta do it. I got my YouTube fixed today. Oh, fantastic! So we need to chat. Yes, yes, we'll chat. I will try it next trip. Okay, maybe we can chat on Insta. Oh my gosh, in a long time. Tiramisu, if you find it that's made right, where they pre-soak. I mean, we make a tiramisu dessert where I make magic. It's fantastic. If you pre-soak your lady fingers correctly and you layer it, it's really good. The real Steven, welcome in. Thanks for being here. One of my mods, say hello to him. Monorail Molly, Candy Mom, and Miss Katie Y. Thank you all for being here. Appreciate it. I did some pin trading. I'm going to save the second to best for last of one of the things that I bought because it's a really cool story. But so let's talk some pins. So I did some pin trading and I'd like to share some of that with you guys. Okay. Not that. Let me get that out of there. Let's remove that. There we go. So, ta-da. Thanks everybody for coming in and saying hello. So I did some pin trading today, and one of my first pin trades the other day was this, and this is a drawing sketch pad, and this is of Ariel. I really like that. I think that's real pretty. Okay, and it is, as you can see, where's my pointer guy? It is a hidden Mickey, and there's hidden Mickey right at the top, and it's got the little drawing pencil there. I really like these. I think these are cute. I have a couple of different ones, and again, it does have the waffle, Mickey waffle on the back. I traded for that one, and let's try to keep this all. I traded for this guy, who now this is Penelope. Am I correct in saying Penelope? Penelope. Yes. But the thing is I've never seen these pins before. So either, and it's from Wreck-It Ralph, Penelope from Wreck-It Ralph. I'm sorry, Candy Crush. Well, isn't that the same thing? Oh my gosh, Candy Crush. Well, who's Penelope? See, I said Candy Crush, and somebody that I was with said, no, that's Penelope. Okay, I'll go with Candy Crush. I'm not going to argue with anybody. No, not me. No, Sugar Rush. Sugar Rush. Okay. All right. So I got that one. And then on the same board was that one. So who's that? Is that like her sister? Sugar Rush and Candy Crush are different. Okay. Potatoes and potatoes. All right. So are these guys like cousins? Are they sisters? What's going on? They're both showing the peace sign. What's up, bro? What's up, bro? Okay. Never mind. Candy Crush is a game on my phone. Okay, got it. Candy Crush is a game. Sugar Rush. But her name's Penelope? Is that right? I don't play Candy Crush. Sorry, guys. All right, so I traded for both of those. Anywho, but I like those. I thought they were cool. The red one is... Okay. Wow, the screen's moving fast. Let's do this one. The red one is Juliana Bing Bing. Okay. They are racers. Oh, so they're different racers. Oh, I got it. I thought they were from Wreck-It Ralph. Okay. All right. And we don't know who the white one is. Okay. Well, we'll just go with the one. Anyway. Okay, so the next one then was that one. Tinkerbell. And I saw Tinkerbell. Now, this one is what I called from the black and white series. Let me get this straight first, and then I'll fix Tink. From the black and white series. Now, there were a lot of different ones. There was a Figment of this, and the red one is... Hey, Annie, welcome in. Thanks for being here. And another one of my amazing mods, Annie Coog. Thank you for coming in. I just thought it was really pretty. And there were a couple in this series. There was Chip and Dale. I believe it was Dumbo. There's a couple one. I had all of these at Vanellope von Schweetz. Okay, love it. Thank you. Vanellope von Schweetz is the white one. But I had this whole series at one time and traded them away. But I see them. They're coming back into the parks. I guess people are taking them off their mom and dad's lanyards, bringing them in. This one, I like this one. This is another hidden Mickey down at the bottom. This is the Silhouette series. I do have a whole complete series of this. But I just wanted to see if I could build another one. And there's the back. And you can see there's been some wear on the back of this pin. This pin's been traded a lot. See how that's kind of smoothed out? That's not anything bad, but that's just because it's been traded a lot. It's been smoothed out. So we'll maybe build another set with that one. And with Pooh, then I traded this Tigger. I like the Tigger, so I traded for that one. And he's got a waffle back. And I'm just gonna say this is Miss Spider-Man. I've never seen this one before, but it's a Marvel. So I don't know who she is, but I'll just put her with my other Marvel pins. Just means it's gotten a lot of love. Yes, that is a fact. And then I traded for this Donald. I really like this Donald. I thought this Donald was really cute. It's from one of the old cartoons. I like that. Bring this back down. Yeah, I thought this was really cool. This is like old school. Either big orange ears or ponytails. Powerpuff Girls in a Spidey costume. Oh, that's funny. Powerpuff Girls. People remember Powerpuff Girls? Oh my gosh. Do I remember Powerpuff Girls? Hold on. Do I have something Powerpuff down here? I thought I did at one point. No, guess I don't. I thought I had something Powerpuff back here, but that's for another day. All right, so there's Donald. I like that. That's a really cool one. And again, it's got a Mickey waffle back on it. Then I found Flounder, and Flounder's really cute. He really stood out, and I saw him from like 20 feet away on a board, and I'm like, I don't know what that one is, but let me go look at that. Powerpuff Girls milk glass. That's why. Heat your milk to save the world. I'm thankful my pigtails have never been mistaken for ears. So here you go. Here's Flounder. And Flounder is not an original Disney pin. He is a Disney tradable pin, but he does not have the waffle back. So, and then we have this carousel pin, which I thought was really cool. This was on one of the mystery packs. It looks like a Hallmark symbol, but I don't know what I have to think really hard what that symbol is. So this I thought was a pretty interesting pin here. Because what do you see in the center? Does anybody can anybody recognize that? What do you think that is in the center of that crest? If you can't see, I can tell you. It's Tinkerbell. It's Tinkerbell. So I thought that was really cool. I traded for this one. I flipped it over and I looked at the back, and it was original. It's the original Disney pin. This was a mystery box pin set. So it's got the waffle backing. Where is Tink? I can show you again. Maybe I can show you. I can hold it up a little bit better. Nope. There we go. Thank you. All right. So I'm going to zoom in. She's right there. She's right there. Let me see if I can tilt this a little bit better so you get a better look. There she is. That's her. Right there. So I'm gonna do my research on this pen. This was a pretty cool pen. I haven't collected too many of this series. I've seen them out there, but that's her. So I'll do my research on that and see what I can find out. And then I found this Buzz Lightyear pen. I thought that was pretty cool. And this is one of the new Disney pins because remember what we were talking about a couple weeks ago? It's got that little fake diamond in the bottom. That's zirconia. How do you say that? That little crystal in the bottom. It's a fake diamond. So that's how they're marking all their pins now. So people don't copy them. And then I traded for this one, which I thought was really cool. This one was a Flower Garden from this year. I like this one, the Mad Hatter and Alice. And I traded that off of a board with Spaceship Earth in the background. I really like that one. That one I liked. So those were my trades. Those were my trades. And you all saw Buzz at the beginning. Now, here's something I'm going to tell you about this Buzz. Buzz looks like he's been through the ringer because he has. And here's how I can tell you, and I know. Because that Buzz was off of the first lanyard of Toy Story pins. The first lanyard that was released. And the way I know that is because my son has this. He has this pin, and it's got some love on the corners of it. It's been traded a couple times. It was the second. I want to say the second, this first or second year that the pins came out. They came out with this lanyard. So Jeff Condon, welcome in. Share us out, everybody. Say hello. Hit that like and subscribe. We appreciate it. If you want to see Jennifer Caruso sporting a beautiful black little umbrella, go to one of my shorts. I put one out there. She was walking on sunshine, trying to make her popular. Popular. And there's Buzz, and that's an old pin. All right, so now this I only purchased one pin this week, and I purchased this one. I was in the Starbucks store with Pete's daughters, and we were looking at some food in the case, and these were hanging. And this is called the Discovery series, and this is what they call a dangle. This dangles on a little chain, and it's Disney Hollywood Studios. And I really like this because it's got Sorcerer Mickey. It has the Hollywood Tower of Terror behind it, and it has the little bird from Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. So I like that. Anything with Sorcerer Mickey on it, I do like. That was pretty cool. Only thing I didn't think was cool about it was that it was $14.99. This is a regular, $9.99 pin. But if they can get $14.99 for it, God bless them. They got it from me, but I got my discount, so they really didn't get it all from me. All right, so now let's talk. La la la. Boom. Let's talk about what happened yesterday when I was leaving Hollywood Studios. Other than Tigger, if you've known me for a little bit, and Katie, you can't answer this. Other than Tigger, who is one of my other favorite characters? And let's go a little farther from childhood. Do you know? Because if you don't know, I'll tell you. Stanley Socks, you pushed the like. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. kidding you, Mom. You're so silly. Um, Annie Coog says Goofy. Now, Annie Coog, if Gonzo was sitting next to me, he would probably take over the microphone. Nope. I like Goofy, but Goofy's definitely Gonzo's jam. Donald Duck, no. I have said it before. I'll give you a hint. And this is kind of going on to the surprise that I'm going to have at the very end, which is coming up. Okay. This particular character came in two forms. See if anybody can guess that. Oh, I'm glad you liked it, Jennifer. It got you smiling. It had you smiling the whole time because you're walking on sunshine. I'm glad you like it. Oh, the Beast is a good one. Pluto. I know you know, and you can't say it, KDY. If you want another hint, I'll give you another hint. Dean the Turkey Legster. And I saw Dean the other day. Hello, Dean. We were hanging out at Disney Springs. Okay. He lived with a small black and white animal. You want another hint? Jordan, what's going on? Welcome in. No, that's not two forms. Yes, Monorail Molly. Yes, 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 correct. Pinocchio. Pinocchio. Yes, Pinocchio. Pinocchio. This is my figurine. This is my old figurine of Pinocchio. He's an old one. He's an old one because his markings aren't there. His markings are actually on the back of his legs. But yes, he has no strings, and he was a little wooden boy, and then he became real, and then he was a real boy. So what we did, oh man, happy Sunday. We went to now why this was where I bought it, I have no idea other than they're just spreading merch wherever they can. I was coming out of Hollywood Tower of Terror, which I rode with Pete's daughters, and it was great. And I like that ride because it makes my stomach tingle and tickle. And I was just going through, and they had already gone out. And if you know anything about me in the parks, I'm like the little kid that you see that has the leash around its chest with the string, and the parents are dragging it through the park so they don't lose their kid. If they had an adult one, somebody would probably put that on me because I'm everywhere, and I'm never where I should be. And my apologies to Pete if I wasn't where I was supposed to be. Sometimes we were together this week, but it's me. I was coming at and I saw something. I was pin trading with the cast member at Hollywood Tower of Terror, and I looked behind her and I saw this figurine, and I'd never seen it before. And I was like, "Is that for sale?" And she said, "I think so." And Chris, no, Jennifer Holly does that. I another cast member, she says, "No, I think that's the last one." And another cast member came over and said, "Oh, I'll go look in the back for you." And she came back and she says, "Yeah, we have a couple more." And I went, "Do you have a lot or a couple?" And she goes, no, we only have a couple. Well, there goes FOMO, fear of missing out. I said, I'll take one. Yeah, squirrel, right. Yes, correct. But sometimes I force that squirrel. And this is, and I haven't unboxed it yet because I wanted to unbox it with all of you. Because I really like doing unboxings. And this is what it was. Look at that. Is that not cool? Now, it doesn't come with the background stuff, although I wish it did. And the box is really cool. The box has scenes from the movie. He's going to school, and he's sitting and talking with Jiminy. And then he's sitting on the workbench, and he's making his head nod. Remember that? He's asking him questions. And this was $30, which really surprised me also. And it's a Disney product. It says Disney. Only right. That's what I said. Only $30. And it says on the back adult. Can somebody help me understand why that says adult? I don't get that. But anyway, so we're going to open it. But there's a better story that goes with this. There's a better story. I love this. The story is going to be phenomenal. You're going to go, oh my gosh. All right. So it comes in this container. Okay. Now I know I have my handy dandy razor blade, because what would a baker be without one? All right. So let's cut this plastic. You say, why would a baker need a razor blade? To cut sugar bags, flour bags, baguettes, French bread, batards, rye bread, stuff like that. Thanks for coming in, everybody. Good to see everybody. I'm glad you're here. We're going to continue to do Sunday nights. And I wasn't going to do Sunday night tonight, but because I didn't know I was going to be home so early from the park. Here it comes. But I'm glad I did. Are we ready? Are we ready? Look at that. Isn't that awesome? Look at their smiles. And look at his little knees, his little wooden knees. And his little wooden arms. He's so amazing. And the star was the kicker. I was like, oh my gosh, that is so cool. So look at that. Is that not cool? Right, Dean. Yeah, you turned out okay, right? Even though he turned into a donkey, right? Right, $30. When do you see figurines? Now, look, it's I'm sure it's a type of really hard plastic, but that was done really well. He's got his glasses. He's got a smile. Right. Well, it's gonna have to go on a spot somewhere, and maybe I'll put a light up behind it. Oh my gosh, that would look so cool. Oh, that is so cool. And the star actually is hollow. Here. The star is hollow. So if you put a light up behind it, which I happen to have one right up here, it'll go right through the light. You uplight it from the front. But yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, so that's what I got. Isn't that neat? So, and as they say in story, I gotta find a place for it. I gotta find a different place for it. I gotta put it like right here. So, with that being said, We were leaving. Yeah, it was Hollywood Studios yesterday. Hollywood Studios. Yes. Pete and his family and Casey, they were going to Olga's Cafe. That was yesterday. Yes. And we were heading out. So we headed out. And as we were heading out, we're at the end of Vine. Where was it? Hollywood and Vine. And as we're coming up to where the Disney cast member where they do the photos and you can go in and buy your photos. It's on the right hand side. There's, I believe, a set of the bathrooms are on your left as you're leaving. If you go up, there's a big the tower with Mickey on the world and he's spinning around. Right to the right of that, before you walk past that, there's like a little alleyway. Guess who was there? Pinocchio and Geppetto. I kid you not. Pinocchio and Geppetto were doing a meet and greet right there. And I saw them and I looked at Vanessa. I went, look who it is. And I kid you not. Say what you want. Don't care. I turned into an 8-year-old kid. I went, come on. I grabbed her hand. I said, come on, let's get a picture. And she's like, okay. And we go over and we get in line. And as soon as we get in line, a cast member comes up behind us and he's dancing to a song. And he goes, don't mind me. He goes, you're the last two. He goes, I'm just letting everyone know that, nobody else can get in line. We were the last two to get in the meet and greet that night with them. And I got pictures to show. I so was. Andy, I so was. I was just, wait till you see these pictures. And again, I'm still working on how to transfer my pictures over to my laptop real quick. But that didn't happen. That didn't happen. I have a lot of pictures. And that is coming up in the next conversation, why I have a lot of pictures on my phone. All right, I'm going to show you these pictures and let's start. So we walk up to them and of course we say hello, hi, how are you? And as right now, look, I've heard some people, I've heard people out and even in our community, I've heard people out there and they say, how can an adult act like that? It's only this or it's only that. Sorry. I'm sorry you can't enjoy the excitement that I enjoy. Sorry. Not my fault. But you know what? I felt like I was a little kid again. And as I had my bag with that in it. And I sat it down. And my wife sat down her cup. And I went to turn around and I went, oh, I got to show you guys something. And I reached into my bag. I said, now close your eyes. Do you know they both covered their eyes? It was the coolest thing. And they covered their eyes. I said, now don't peek. And I pulled it out and I held it out. I said, open your eyes. And they opened their eyes and they saw it. And Pinocchio looked at it and he looked at Geppetto and Geppetto got closer and looked at it. And I said, you're a good tinker. I said, look, you made clocks and you made this. And he just kind of went like this. And I said, check this out. All right, here we go. All right. So this was the first picture. Look at that. They're both holding it. Look at who's got the big smile. Look at that. Was that not cool? Let's see. Let me see which way I go. Here's another one. And the cast member used my phone and took the pictures. Look at this. Well, this one probably looks better up and down. Nope, looks better that way. Look at that. That's me hugging Pinocchio, and I'm holding the box. And then Vanessa's hugging Pinocchio, and I'm hugging Geppetto. Is that not cool? And wait for it. There's another one. Look at that. Is that not cool? Sorry, I'm bragging. That's cool. And that's even cooler. And that's even cooler. And that's how I ended my day. So that was that. Now, you want to know you want to know what fuels me? You know what fuels me when I come and I do a live and I talk about Disney and I talk about baking and I talk about pins and I talk about friends and I talk about life and I talk about how passionate I am about my religion and how passionate I am about my friends and what I do. This fuels me. Things like this fuel me, you know. So I love that part. We didn't know what time we were going to leave Hollywood Studios yesterday. We had no idea. We just happened to pick that time because they were going one way. We weren't going to go there. So we just decided to leave. We didn't stop anywhere on the way. We just went from where we left them to go out. And that just happened to be there. So that's the cool part, you know. And again, yeah, you know, you want to say, you know, well, that's just, you know, you're crazy. Yeah, I'm crazy, but I'm happy. I'm happy, crazy. So just wanted to share that with you guys. It was a fantastic thing. Now it's joyful. Yes, very. It's joy. There's no doubt about it. It's joy. And I just like to share that. I just, you know, I just it's 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 just me explaining. If you don't know who I am, this is who I am. You know, this is how excited I get about some things that are just amazing, passionate, make me laugh, make me smile. For somebody that works for the Walt Disney World Company, and we have an opportunity to make magic and bring magic to people. Um, if you know anyone, and I know we have, if you are any friends with Diz or Dream and the Do Philly crew, they had some new excitement this week in their family about that, especially. Um, and you know, I think that's fantastic. But you have the opportunity to make magic for people, and you know, like Walt said, he wanted people to come in to Disneyland um, to not 100% forget about what's outside, but come in and relax and have a good time and be joyful, you know. And that's what I do. I'm joyful. So that's that. So let's get back to the fantastic excitement we're going to have for next week. So next week we have a new segment starting. We'll be doing some of this, but we're going to start a new segment next week. We're going to take this and we're going to probably minimize it maybe down into 15 to 20 minutes. And then the rest of the time, seeing how long everybody wants to hang out, we have a game and we have a new game that we're going to be playing. And this is called Where's the Baker? And what this is going to entitle is I have been to I've been to all four parks here. I've been to a lot of resorts here. Okay. And how this is going to work is we're going to start with singles. Anyone in chat can play. Everyone in chat can play. And what you'll do is I'll show a picture. Okay. And we'll start a timer. Okay. And you'll have to say where the picture was taken. Okay. Now, sometimes a deeper explanation will have to say if it's in um, Tomorrowland. Okay, everyone knows Tomorrowland's in Magic Kingdom, so that'll be acceptable. Okay, I had the same Mildred Jover. What's going on? Thanks for being here, Mildred Jover. I had the same experience with Dopey. He was my favorite since I was a kid, and when I was 27, I got to meet him in the park, and I was over the moon. Right, right. That's what exactly what I'm talking about. It's that it's us just reliving, you know, that happiness. Thanks for sharing that. I appreciate that. Um, Okay, so I'm gonna put this one out there too because she wouldn't. Some people don't let themselves feel that joy because they feel they're too old for it. Katie, you're absolutely right. But you're never too old. You know, you're never too old. Um, so uh, going back to the game, and then what we'll do is we'll start on a point system. So some questions will be 1 point, some will be 2, some will be 3. Okay, and we'll go into. Let me see. I can bring this up because I have this up on my drive. Let me bring this up. Let me share screen here. Present. Share screen. Share screen. Which one? Hold on. Let me find out which one it was I wanted to share. Here's that one. All right. Share screen. So it's going to be this. Not whatnot. No. No, it's going to be, I'm pretty sure it's this one. Nope, it's not that one. It's that one. All right, so I'm going to share this screen. All right, so you all can see this. So let me go into here, and then I'm going to bring up this. All right, so you can see that picture, right? All right, so let's say we're playing the game. All right, so I bring the picture up, and I say, where is this? All right, you all in chat, go ahead and answer. Where do you think this picture was taken? It is on Disney property. It is at a park. Some of you have walked by this many a times. And all of them won't be this hard. Some of them will be easier. So everybody will have an opportunity to play. And it's just going to be, it's just, where in the parks is the Disney Bakery? Yeah. It's just going to be, some people say, well, I've never been to the park before. Is that City Hall? No, it's not. Is that at Rafiki's? No, it's not. Some people say, well, I've never been to a park. You can still play. Trust me, you can still play. I'm going to have some pictures that you've seen before, some things you've seen before. It may be a character. It may be something. The first person that puts it in and we see it, they're the person that gets the points. Okay. You want a hint? This is actually outside of the guest center at Animal Kingdom on your way out. On your way out, if you were coming in all the way to the left, it would be to your left. If you were leaving, it's all the way to your right. So this is an actual real mailbox. They actually use this. So that's kind of how that would be played. Let's do another one. Let's do another one. All right. Let's go to the next one. Where is this? Now, of course, that's me in the middle. And of course, these two on the left and the right. That was it. That correct, Jason. That was it. Guest relations. Yes. Right there on the right-hand side. Hey, Joy, welcome in. So where would this one be? Oh, I'm not. I think you will, Katie. There'll be some. Hospital exam room. Nope. And actually, it's Minnie and Mickey. And hey, Dole Whip Dave, it's all right. Welcome in. It's Minnie and Mickey at the meet and greet at Animal Kingdom. And again, they all will not, I promise they all won't be this hard. Let me see if I can find an easier one. that's not an easier one. Let me go to, where'd my drive go? Here's my folders. Let's go to this one. Here. There we go. Let's go. All right. Does anybody know where this is? Camp Minnie and Mickey. Correct, Theo. Yes. Does anybody know where this is? This is in Hollywood Studios, correct. But where in Hollywood Studios? Keep going, Jason. Those, yes, those are popsicle sticks. Yes. So with this one, Toy Story Land, Jonathan Chong got it. It's in Hollywood Studios. That's correct. So with this one, I guess what I'll have to say is what park, and what part of the park, I guess, when I go further. And this is good that we're practicing. Yes. So this is right next to the Alien Swirl. This is the fence right behind Alien Swirl. Okay. And that's me licking one of the popsicle sticks. And I'm licking a cherry one. All right. So, and then we'll have something like this. Where's this? Everybody knows where that's at. Or we'll have something, where's this? And so it'll be similar. That's what it's going to be similar to. Okay. So, I think you guys are really going to like it. I don't want to really give too much more away. But yeah, we'll just leave it at that. And so here this is going to work. So we're going to play the game. And I haven't figured out how many different pictures we're going to use. There'll be 1 point pictures. There'll be 2 point pictures. There'll be 3 point pictures because they're harder. If we work into where we're coming towards the end of the time, and we have a tie, we'll go into maybe a bonus picture, which would be like 4 points. So even if you're, there or you're close to it, you could just like tie up with somebody. If you get a 5, if somebody's like at 20 points and another person's at 20 points and you're at 15 points and we do a 5-point question and you get it, there's 20 points and we're still tied. So now we have 3 ties. So it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a lot, not just, where am I specifically, it'll be, where was this picture taken? Let me, now that I have that off the screen, let me back up a second. Go back into my folders. Let me pick another one. Let's use this one. Let me share this. Where am I? Florida Park Explorers, welcome in. Katie, you cheat. I'm at the Poly. Correct. I am in the Poly lobby. Exactly. Now, see, Polynesian is right, and Dave was right too. I'm in the Polynesian lobby. That is correct. That was for the 50th anniversary. What's up, Dave? Welcome in, buddy. So that's how the game's gonna go, and it's gonna go like that. And then we're gonna have like, again, my mods will be working on it. They'll be putting up stop signs. like after somebody, Jungle Cruise. No, it's not a Jungle Cruise. Um, let's go to the cheat codes. Oh, the cheat codes. You got the cheat codes, Pete. That's no fair. Yeah. And then Pete said that today. He says, I'm going to play your game, Baker, because I've seen you taking pictures for the past 4 days. Yeah, but you were busy too, Pete. So I don't know if you're going to remember all those places. So that's going to be the fun part. That's, and it'll be stuff like that, so I hope you guys will like that. It'll be definitely something different. Something that, we'll get into ties, we'll definitely get into ties. But we're going to have into fun. So at the end of the night, what's going to happen is we're going to, let me pick one more. Let's go back. Like this one. Let's use this one. I'll do one more. Okay. And Pete is on my team. And that's okay. So Birdwell said something, and Birdwell, thank you. So here's what we were thinking. We're going to start the game this way, and we're going to do singles for the first 8 weeks. Okay. We'll do singles. Okay. After each week, after each night, okay, whoever is the leader at the end, okay, and they win, they have the most points for that night, they'll get a free pin. Okay. And it's not just going to be one of the pins that I trade for. I'll give you a nice free pin. Okay. And then each week up to 8 weeks, we'll have 7 winners up to that 8th week. Okay. At that 8th week, we'll have our 8th week winner. Okay. So make sure you like the off to work. All right, Dave. Thanks for coming in, buddy. I appreciate you. In it to win it. And then at the 8th week, okay, on the 9th week, those 8 winners go up against each other. Okay, for one night. Okay. And then that one person will win a special prize, and it's not a pin. All right. So then we go for another. Again, we're going to start at 8 weeks. Hey, if it keeps gaining momentum and gaining speed, great. If we see there's some flaws and we'll make some adjustments, that's great too. But one of the things that Birdwell says is teams. We may have teams. Okay. We may do teams. And I think teams might be a good thing. Have teams of 2, maybe have teams of 3, team Preston, team Pete, team Tina, team Katie, whatever. Okay. And that's fine. And you guys come on. And if you guys put up your, you team Molly, say if it's, Dole Whip, Dave, Jonathan, and Molly, they're all on team, right? If one of them answers points, that point goes to that team. Okay. We could do it something like that. So we'll see how things go. It's all about just having fun, learning a little bit more about Disney, seeing a little bit more about Disney. Again, like I said, you don't have to be one of the persons that have been in every park. You can try it. And if you like it, and if it doesn't go well, then maybe we can team up. You can team up with somebody, reach out to somebody and say, hey, you want to be on my team? We'll do something like that. Most people here, I'm going to guess and imagine you either have a Facebook page or maybe an Instagram page or a Twitter page or something like that. You guys can talk to each other or email each other, however. But I think I just want to do some fun with some people and have a good time. So we're going to throw it out there. And we're going to start that next Sunday. Where's the Baker? So normal time is 6 p.m. Florida time is 5 Central. Hangouts. This is Annie Coog. The Sunday night hangouts like this. We normally start at 7 because the Triple C start at 6. So we start at 7. So, and again, we need to adjust that. We can adjust that. But anyway, yeah. So what do you think? I mean, if you think, give me a thumbs up. If you think you like that, let me know. If you have any ideas do you think can combine that, my moderators, you out there too, I'll be sending out a message to you guys too. I'll be working on some of the play rules this week. We're going to have fun with it. It's just about all having fun. I have a white light behind me. I didn't know that was white. It's supposed to be blue. That's okay. It's Minnesota time. I already got putting. I'm already putting it to Team Molly. Gotcha, Team Molly. All right, I heard that. All right, well, we'll have to see. Show you at the parks more than I am. I have nothing to add. Yes, you do. Yes, you do, and that's exactly what I was about to show. So let me show you this one. Molly, you know where this is. You've been there. See? Where am I? Thanks, Jonathan. Right. Disney Springs. Ding, 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 ding. Yes, Molly got it first. Right. I'm at Disney Springs. It's like that. So there'll be a lot of really cool ones. A lot of, again, like I said, not all of them will be super easy. Some of them may be a little harder than you think. But the whole thing is, like I said before, it's meant to be fun. That's pretty much what it's about. Let's see what I put in this file. Oh, here's another one. Let me add this one. Look at that one. Where am I? Your team's already winning. See? You don't have to be specific. You can just say where you think I am. Galaxy's Edge. See that? There you go. See that? Molly knows where I'm at. See that? Oh, no. Batuu. Yes. And there you go. Yes, that's correct. Batuu. But again, in the Hollywood Studios. Yeah, so that's how that's going to work. Just like that, guys. Yep. And then right before we go to the next question, my moderator, we'll go to the next one, and we'll just put something across the board, and that basically says we're going to the next one. So that's how that's going to work, and it's going to be fun. Trust me. I was taking pictures this week, and as I was sitting for almost close to 4 hours last night, and I was compiling, and I went into some external drives I had, and I was pulling some photos. I got me some photos. I got some amazing photos. Before it'll come up, I may ask, who is this prince? And I'll put up a picture. And then whoever's the first one to name who is this prince, where is this princess from? Boom. And then the princess will come up. It's going to be stuff like that. So it's going to be a lot of fun. Not happy. I just drove my scooter to a wall since I to addition. Don't drive into the wall, Pete. So yeah, it's gonna be like that. It's gonna be fun, and it may change a little bit from week to week as we continue to grow and build it. It's a game. It's meant to be fun. We're gonna have a good time, and then once we get those winners from those weeks and we compile them all together, we'll basically have a showdown, and we'll definitely have a lot of fun with that, and then we'll have a grand prize. So, and again, it's about, like Pete always says, and I'll go back to this, it's about people that are enjoying one thing combined as a community. That's what it's about. Having fun. You can be part of a community. You don't have to be on the recognition series. You can be in the chat. You can be, hanging out. We have Ninja Watchers, you want to come in and join a team, and somebody and they know you're Ninja Watching, and you want to play and you want to join their team. You could be like Ninja X, and text them the answer, and then they could type it in if you want to do something like that. It's just all about having a good time. If you want to be part of that, come out and see us next week at 7:00. That's what we're going to do. And we have another surprise at the beginning of the show next week. that we're going to let everyone know before we start the game. We'll do our normal Sunday review and chat, and then we'll go right into the game. But we have another surprise next week for that too. So, along with that being said, who's going to let Park Hopper Choppers know, Pete? Mad Max front bumper. Yes, Mad Max front bumper. I remember that. Not a good start for the audition, Pete. Well, Chris and Mary are gonna be mad. Was he kidding? Because I had to audition. Okay, I thought you said audition. Yes. Okay, gotcha. No. So anyway, with that, I want to share. Going back to the Pinocchio thing, I want to share some pins with you. And sometimes it's you when I show you these pins, you're gonna understand why I got so excited seeing Pinocchio and Geppetto. I've been collecting Pinocchio pins for a while. And we'll just, I think we can go off of this one. Let's do this. Let's do that one. Nope. Yep. All right. So this is one of my Pinocchio pens. And I've got this probably about a year, maybe a year or two ago. Probably a year ago. He moves. His arms move. And I think you've seen him before. His arms move. His legs move. He moves all around because he's just a little puppet boy. He's got no strings to hold him down. All right, so I have that one. This is the 70th anniversary Pinocchio pen. Him and Jiminy. 70 years of Pinocchio. This is a lounge. I believe this is a lounge fly. This was a pin from Box Lunch. I really like that one. Sitting on the windowsill with Jiminy Cricket, looking at the Blue Fairy. This was a pin that came out for Epcot's 40th anniversary, and it's Pinocchio in Italy. He's a puppet, Pete. This is one of the 100th anniversary pins of Disney's 100th anniversary. And this is the one of Pinocchio and Jiminy Cricket. That's one of my favorites. It's really shiny. Has the 100th marquee on top. It's really pretty. There were a lot of them like this for the 100th, but this was, of course, he's Pinocchio, so he's my favorite. This one I got, this is a magnetic pin. I've owned this one for quite some time. This one I've got, it said, hold on, putting the pins aside here. My magnifying glass says, this says official conscience 18 karat gold. And remember what Jiminy Cricket said? Let your conscience be your guide. And you flip it up, and it's Jiminy Cricket. And it says it's 18 karat gold. Isn't that cool? And then it's magnetic, so it goes right back down. Official conscious, 18 karat gold. Because he got the badge. He got the badge from the Blue Fairy. There were some pins that I've traded for. There's that one. It's a vinylmation of Pinocchio. There's this little teeny weeny one of Pinocchio. This is from Disney Adventures, Mediterranean Delight. This is Current Mood, Jiminy Cricket. This was another one of 100th anniversary pins, but this one is 100th with Pinocchio. And you go back and forth with Jiminy Cricket because there's Stage Man, Jiminy Cricket. He's in his acting chair, got his baseball cap on. Now, you may or may not ever seen any of these. This is a dangle. They call it a dangle. This is Walt. This literally says Walt Disney's Pinocchio, and it has the date on it. I'm going to look at it's 1940, and his little legs dangle. 1940. That's when it says it on that pin. That's an old pin. And a lot of these are limited edition pins. This one says the nose knows. Ciao. A Pinocchio plastic bank. Oh, that's so cool. That's so cool, Maldrish. That's so cool. Look at that. And then this one says ciao. Ciao. And then this one is a hot air balloon with a P for Pinocchio. And this is one of the Disney Store's magic pins. I've never opened this one. And what this one is, it has Pinocchio with his long nose. It says Disney across the top. And then Jiminy Cricket slides back and forth on his nose. Whoop. Ooh. And he slides back and forth. I've never opened that one. And then let's see, I have one more loose one. I have this loose one of Jiminy Cricket. Jiminy Cricket is a hard pin to find. If you ever have an opportunity to trade for a Jiminy Cricket pin, I would suggest you do it. He's not out there too often. All right, what else is there? All right, so then I have this one. This was recent. This is very recent. This is called It's Showtime. These were recent. These were this year. And this is a limited edition. The Great Stromboli. And it's got Pinocchio at the bottom. And he's manipulating him because he's a puppet. Here's another one of the legacy pins from the Disney Store. And there's Pinocchio dancing with Figaro. That's for the 80th anniversary. It's a legacy collection. This one I think I've shown before, and because I know it's been open to package. This is the 80th anniversary limited edition. And this is a book. When You Wish Upon a Star. And it's Jiminy Cricket on the inside. But it has Pinocchio on the outside. And this came from the Walt Disney Imagineering set. This is a limited edition. And if I'm not mistaken, it's a very, very, very small limited edition. Let me get my magnifying glass out to read it. This is a limited edition of 250. 250. Most of the Walt Disney Imagination pins are a limited edition of 250. And that one is also. Here's another limited edition. This is Spectro Magic. Do you remember Spectro Magic? So here's the cool thing about this one. This is a limited edition Spectro Magic. And what this is here is this, there's a bubble here. Can you see the bubble? Right there, there's the bubble. And inside that little glass bubble is a picture, is a piece of Pinocchio from Spectro Magic. Isn't that cool? And this is a limited edition piece also. And I can read you what the back of this says. I need my magnifying glass. This pin contains a piece of Pinocchio's costume from the Spectro Magic Parade in Magic Kingdom Park. This parade debuted at Walt Disney World Resort on October 1st, 1991, with the intent to entertain guests while the Main Street Electrical Parade was being sent to Disneyland Paris. This parade is now retired from the Walt Disney World Resort. Is that not cool? Spectro Magic. Right, Dave? Right, Molly? Annie? Look, everybody's like, oh my gosh. Yes. It's this is really rare. This is really rare. And I've had this for a while. But again, when I came across some of these, I just my better part of me got me, and it's more an investment than I thought, but it doesn't really matter sometimes. It just makes me smile. And all these will go on a pin board that I'm making, and I think I found the right pin frame for these pins too. This also comes from the Walt Disney Imagineering. This is also a limited edition 250. And this was just recent. I got this, I think, two years ago. And it's the drawing, and then of course the ink and paint after it was done. This is pretty cool. I like this one. One of my faves. They're all pretty much my faves. And then I think we're gonna close. I think this is the last one. And this is another 80th limited edition. Give a Little Whistle with Pinocchio and Jiminy Cricket. Give a little whistle. Give a little whistle. After I moved home from Florida, I had to listen to Spectro and Wishes every night before I could fall asleep. No kidding. That's amazing. They're great soundtracks. You can just Alexa, play Spectro Magic.
All right. On this magic night, Spectro Magic by Tom and Moody from Spotify.
Alexa, volume at 8. It's stuff, like that. That just, brings back memories. And was that the last one? I think that was the last one. So, Alexa, volume at 6. But it's things like that that really make you happy. Oh, that was cool. Yep. So I just want to share that with you because that's, part of who I am, part of what I like to do. I like to, enjoy the little things. Take your time to The song says, take time to make time and make time to be there. You know, and that's with your imagination too. You know, remember how things used to make you feel. You know, I think I put something out the other day on my Instagram. Alexa, volume at 5, and it was Charlie Brown and Snoopy sitting there staring at the sky, and Charlie Brown says, Snoopy, we only live once. And Snoopy says, no, Charlie Brown, we live every day. We only die once. And that's a fact. Live every day. Live for joy, like Katie says. Let yourself find joy. Just do your best. Do your best at being who you are. And when and if you can add joy to somebody else, do it. Take a second. I walked by a guy today. He had his little daughter in his hand, and he had his a water up on one of the trash cans at Disney, and he had his daughter in his hand. He was trying to put his lid on his water, and he hit his other water and hit the ground. And I just bent it over and picked it up, and I handed it to him. I said, here you go. He goes, oh, thank you very much. I said, well, you have your hands full. And the little girl just looked at me, and I went, hi, and she gave me this big smile. That's it. I said, I see you smiling. And she smiled even bigger. That's what it's about. It's just, are we always in that mood? No, we're not sometimes, but when you are, just show it and then express it, and hang out here. Come out and see us on Sundays. Have a good time. Let's play a game and find out where the baker's going to be. I promise you're going to see some pictures you don't know where some things are, but some pictures where you do know where some things are. And I'll give hints to some of them too, so which will make it fun. And that's what it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be fun. So fun competition. So with this amazing electro magic music playing in the background, thanks Annie Kook for that and made me put that on. I'm glad you were here. I hope you had a really good time. I had a little girl smile at me and smile and open the door and wait and hold it for me. It was a surprise. Yes. Yeah. You're very welcome, Dave. I like sharing. And we were talking the other day. It takes more muscles in your face to frown than it does to smile, and smiles are contagious anyway. Be the first to say hello. I've always heard that. Be the first to say hello. Jonathan was shocked that a little girl held open a door for him. I'm not. I think there's a lot of love out there. And when you least expect it, Jonathan, that's when you see it and you get it, and it reminds you. So and everybody, yes, I right back at you. Theo. Everybody have a blessed week, and do your best to be you, and have. All I'll say is take time to make time and make time to be there. That'll be the quote for today, and if you haven't reached out to somebody in a while, you need to reach out to them and say hello, do that. Let them know you're thinking about them. I'm Chris. I'm the Disney Baker, and I like Disney pins, and I like going to Disney, and I like talking to friends, and I like having a good time on Sunday chat. I hope you come back in the future. We'd love to have you. Reach out to a friend, tell them to come along with you. Invite a friend. That's going to be the next motto. Invite a friend to come in and say hi. And we thank you for being here. Thanks, Molly. I appreciate it. Guess what? TTFN. Ta-ta for now. Peace, love, and pixie dust hugs. And pixie dust hugs will have to do until we see each other next Sunday or in person. This is the Disney Baker. Have a great and blessed week. We'll see you. So long.